I had a very interesting synchronicity happen to me yesterday, and I can only think that it is divine in nature, and I need to share it, because once you get that urge to do something, you have to do it. And so here it goes. I'm going to do my best. I came across this video that I'm going to link down below. If you feel like watching it, but it's an individual that is stitching in another video of Lou Elizondo, who is or was a former director of Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, or AATIP, for the United States, which is basically the program that is used to make sure that UFOs and everything are not a threat to humankind. And in the video, he says that the government officials told him we shouldn't be pursuing this because the UFOs are demonic in nature. The guy that stitched it said, "Oh, come on, demons need a UFO to fly around in? People get real." And I made a comment saying, like, well, how do you know? I mean, it could be. And so, wouldn't you know it, later that day, I was shown information proving that yes, UFOs, or what we think of as UFOs, may not be UFOs. It's something else, and I'm gonna just break it all down for you the best I can on here, starting with these images of something called an ophanim, which was found in the ancient religious text that makes up the Bible today, and I'm going to get even into that too. So first, look at these images. What you're looking at are images of artist renditions of what is called the ophanim, which are described as in the ancient text as celestial chariots. So anytime in the Bible that it mentions God or celestial being coming from the heavens, or coming in on a chariot, or they're coming in on the cloud, but they're not referencing a weather phenomenon when they say cloud. Religious scholar researchers and our own clandestine government officials went to the Vatican to research in their secret archives of every manuscript there is that makes up the Bible as we know it. There are over 5,000 pages of one gospel, so they discovered a lot has been taken out that we don't know. And so they just did a full research on all of this, of the Bible. And what they found, like what we do have, and breaking down the words, like what has been changed or whatever. One specific word was ophanim, which is a picture. Ophanim is what I showed you, and it's described as a race of angels known as celestial chariots. So, when the Bible tells us that God or whoever, angels, come in on a cloud, they're coming in on those angels that look like an orb with all the wheels and stuff. And if you've ever seen like actual footage of people capturing orbs in the sky, I even have one that I've seen several times in my life of an orange orb flying in, but there's people that have their telescopes and they zoom in on it and you can see like there's wheels inside of it. Like, what is it? It looks like an eye. I believe that they're seeing angels, ophanim, that carry celestial beings. Now, with that being said, there also has to be the bad also, so maybe that's what the government's talking about. They're demonic in nature. Maybe the ones that they were coming across were. Who knows? But I believe that we've just been lied to about almost everything. And what we know and understand today is not correct. And I have an example of that, of why it is that way. And it goes back to King Henry VIII. He is the first one to discover that he could use religion and the Bible to manipulate the masses. And so back then, in the 1500s, not everyone had a copy of the Bible. So come along King James, and like, oh yeah, this is great, being able to manipulate all the people. But let's revise it so everyone can understand it and have their own copy. So they made the King James Version, and that's where a lot of stuff got changed. And I know when I was growing up as a Christian, oh, you must use the King James Bible because that's the most accurate, closely to the original text. No, it's not. I'm sorry. There's too much that's changed, and I don't like the manipulation that's gone on of this because, but hey, you know what? I think we're at a great awakening and enlightenment, and the truth's coming out. And I want to share that because it's just no coincidence that yesterday I came across that video of the guy making fun of UFOs and aliens and stuff, and then I find the truth that, yeah, this is possible. This is really what's going on. It's insane, I know, but there it is. I had to share this, so there you go. And please feel free to look up all of the stuff that I've just discussed. Do your own research. I hate saying that because a certain group of right-wing fanatics has taken that phrase, and I don't align myself with them. But all of this is verifiable. Like, I think it's time for us to just start, seeking the true truth. And what we've been told is not that. They don't want us to know the truth. And that is why TikTok is a threat, because here we are being able to share things. And dude, if you're seeing this, I don't mean to start an argument or a debate or anything, but hey, maybe there is more to it than we've been taught.